Radical.
Hey, you gotta hear this groove. Listen to this groove right here. I don't normally listen to stuff like that, but as a flea marketer who sells a lot of music CDs, I have to listen to all these to make sure they don't skip. So I like that groove, man. That's a nice groove. What was that called? I don't know. That's pleasant tonight. You know what's not pleasant? Watching the LA Lakers during preseason. That's not pleasant, especially if you're a fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Lakers or LeBron. I think most of you know that. But to those of you that are fans of the LA Lakers, what are you thinking right now about this fucking clown show? You got LeBron James bringing on his best buddy, podcasting buddy, that didn't earn the job. That's a theme here I'll go into. His podcasting buddy didn't earn the job as head coach. And then you have his seed, his son, Bronny James, who I'm very happy that his health is good nowadays because he had a health scare. I'm very happy that Bronny is doing well health-wise. So that's a big plus. What's not a big plus is his plus minus, is his stats. During preseason, I think, where the hell are those stats? Well, I'll just tell you, in the first 4 games, this guy had 4 points. That's an average of 1 point per game. I think he had 2 points in the first 3 games. He had 5 turnovers, more than double the points, and I think a couple rebounds and an assist. He's just terrible. He's atrocious. And in a game tonight, earlier, he actually managed to get a flagrant foul. What some people are saying it looked more like a blocking foul, but somebody was going for a layup. He just turned his back and just kind of like he body checked him like you would in hockey. What the hell is that, you know? So maybe it's just he doesn't know how to play the game of basketball properly. Could be that. You know, he can't score to save his life, so that's his defense, I suppose. Getting flagrant. So what's going on here is you have somebody that is playing like ass, playing like straight trash, that should not be anywhere near being on an NBA roster right now. I agree with, I think it was Jaylen Brown of the Celtics, that when he watched him, he said, that's not a pro. He should go straight to the G League. But, you know, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's a person on the Lakers team right now. And to you fans of the Lakers, what you're seeing right now is you're seeing somebody that was drafted number 55, way too high, that is going to get playing time that they do not deserve versus the other far better players on that roster, to appease LeBron, to make LeBron happy. Playing together for the first time. It's historic. I heard Stephen A. Smith of ESPN talking about, like, I don't want to hear y'all. I don't want to hear y'all. LeBron James earned this. So he let out of the bag, basically. This is just for the narcissistic LeBron James to be able to control an entire sports franchise and to insert his own son, who is playing like trash, who was not even that great in college. And we're supposed to now think, or you Lakers fans are now supposed to think, that LeBron is going to magically turn his son into another version of him, basically, in time. I've seen comments, people saying like, hey, just be patient, just be patient. He's got his daddy's flair. He's got his daddy's skills, and I don't see the skills. I see the fact that he looks a little like LeBron, and that's it. There's nothing else. He's pretty good at Call of Duty. This is where I'll make a segue into Call of Duty. But one last thing about it. I don't entirely blame Bronny James. I put most of the blame on LeBron James for doing this travesty of bringing his son aboard to actually be a contributing member of the Lakers team. I mean, he's got to be on the bench the whole game. You got to. You can't even let him in the game. And it's almost worse for him to be on the bench in the Lakers game than be in G League because LeBron's gonna be looking at coach like, hey, let my boy in. Hey, let my boy in. So I could see them having arguments on the sidelines about whether or not to let his boy in, which is why you don't have this shit happen. You don't have, I don't care who it is, LeBron James. I don't care if it's, Giannis, Steph, Harden. I don't know how many of them have sons that might play basketball, but you don't have this kind of shit happen. You don't have this kind of nepotism that LeBron has unleashed upon the league now. But the segue is, the other thing is, one more quick thing before I get into the Call of Duty stuff. There's a pretty great player that was previously a rookie on the Warriors named Trace Jackson Davis, who's actually, he's made some really good plays. He's a decent 3-point shooter. He's a good shot blocker. He is making less than LeBron's son, Bronny James. He's making less than him. Bronny's contract is, I don't know if this is correct, over 100 times greater than a comparative rookie, anyone else that doesn't have his last name. He is getting paid an average of $2 million a year on his contract. But you know what? Like I said, I don't really mostly blame Bronny. Because, dude, LeBron has basically put a target on his kid's back, man. I mean that by that saying that he is going to have all these people posting him up, just giving him a rough time on the court, beyond basketball. The amount of crap that's going to come the way of Bronny James. I don't know what it is. LeBron just keeps probably hyping him up. He tweeted once, I know my son's better than a lot of the cats playing in the NBA right now. So he's elevated him, and trying to give him his LeBronish ego. And now that's going to come crashing down. And there's a part of me that actually feels bad for Bronny James. Just his whole situation. He's setting him up for failure, I believe. All right. The son is not always able to carry on the family business. And that family's business is basketball. So maybe there's an option here for this guy to become big at Call of Duty. Right? Bronny James is a pretty good Call of Duty player, I'm reading here. He wants a Call of Duty skin. And I think he tweeted at them at Call of Duty. And they got back to him, and what did they say? They said, Bronny said that he wants his own skin. No, it's actually LeBron James tweeting at them. Bronny said he wants his own skin. Talk to me. Then Call of Duty talks to LeBron James and says, we know Bronny is a shooter. Let's talk. Well, they're wrong there. Because you see, a basketball shooter? No, he's not a shooter. In fact, the guy hasn't made one single three-pointer yet. He got a flagrant before he got an actual three-pointer. So if they mean in Call of Duty he's a shooter, okay, might be decent at that. Then the Call of Duty people say, first father and son duo in NBA history, could be a first Call of Duty first two for the skins. Then another Laker, D'Angelo Russell, tweeted also, hey, me too. And somebody hilariously said, they set up a meme of somebody getting slapped if your son says, I need some money to buy the D'Angelo Russell skin. I don't think we're getting a D'Angelo Russell Call of Duty skin. What the hell's up with the Call of Duty skins, by the way? I mean, I don't keep up with the Call of Duty stuff, the more recent ones, but there's all these skins of these celebrities that have nothing to do with what you would think would be typically in Call of Duty, right? I mean, what's next? A Dora the Explorer Call of Duty skin? I know there was like Nicki Minaj, I believe, or Megan Stallion or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, so that's some thoughts on all that going on right there.